Tune in to TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is a Monday. So, this is a day I usually go over reflection or give you tips on meditating and that sort of thing. And the topic that I chose for today was actually about how your house is a reflection of you. And so, it's actually, I'm sorry, y'all. It's actually Sunday evening. Okay, so Sundays are what I call my sacred bath time. Okay, so my Sunday sacred bath, where I sit back and I take a nice long hot bath. And I did a video on the sacred bath, so it's stuff that you put in the tub. But I do the sacred bath because that's my communion. That's my time for me to work on whatever issue it is that I have, or problem I need to solve, or challenge, or struggle, whatever it may be. And it's basically a communion with God, Source, Spirit, Yahweh, Allah, whatever name you give it. That's my communion with them. That time that I spend with them, and others that are around me, like my ancestors. And so, like I said, today was going to be a topic. Well, Monday, because today is Sunday night. But Monday's topic was actually about how your house is a reflection of you. And so I'm sitting in the tub, and I sat back, and one of the questions I asked for help. I know when people do these YouTube videos, you see them and you think they got it all together. You think, life is so beautiful for them, and, they really, don't have any issues or any problems. Well, let me give you a little background history for me, okay? I struggle every single day with life, okay? Every day. Some days are better than others, some days it's not so bad, but it's a struggle every day. Um, I am one of those that just don't want to be here. I really don't. I don't want to be in this world. I really and truly don't. Now, don't worry, I'm not suicidal. I'm not. I tried twice when I was a kid. Once when I was 10, the other when I was 12. And, I just realized that it's just not my time to go. Because obviously it didn't work, because I'm sitting here talking to you right now. But I really and truly have no desire here. So when it comes to, people with their bucket list, things that they want to do before their time comes, I don't really have that. I can care less. If it happens, there are things that I would like to do, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My main concern at this point is doing what I was sent here to do, fulfilling my purpose for being here, so that when I leave, I don't have to come back. Plain and simple. And so that's something that I struggle with every day. And so I'm sitting in the tub and I'm asking for help with this. Okay. And I'm like, y'all, I need some help, because, the struggle is since I stopped working. Well, since I got fired from Blue Cross and I left Audi. I got fired from Blue Cross because I wouldn't get vaccinated. And I left Audi because my back went out, and I was like, that's it. I can't do this. And so it's really a daily struggle to really even do these videos for you guys every day, trying to come up with these topics all the time, and different ways to really get people engaged and all of that. I don't do this for me. I'm gonna just be flat out honest with you guys. I don't do this for me. I do this for y'all, because I basically am told that I need to put this information out here, so I put the information out there. I do the video, and that's that. um like I said, I don't really have a bucket list. There's nothing here that I really have to do before my time is up. Okay, there are things that I do like and I do enjoy about this world, like the trees and the sun, and babies laughing and spending time with friends and family. I love all of that, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful communion. But no, trust and believe. If I was to be struck down today and laid down on my deathbed, you do not have to worry that Toya left with no regrets. Okay, she left happy. Okay, content. So I'm sitting in the tub and I'm asking for this help. And what came to me was an analogy. And it's funny because, again, like going back, the topic for today was supposed to be how your house is a reflection for you. But it was just going to be something done that was a topic for the surface. Okay, I wasn't really going to get too deep in it. And so what came to me, the analogy that came to me was below the surface. Okay, so it's a little deep. That's why this video is going to be a little longer. I'm just telling y'all this now. So what came to me is yes, your house is a reflection of you, your body. Okay, so let's break this down. So through our body, we have electricity that pulses through. That's how you get your synapses. That's how your brain communicates, through your nervous system and all of that stuff, right? So You have this current that goes through your body. So your house has a current that goes through this body. And the electricity is supplied by the box that's outside your house. Okay. So that box that's outside of your house is what we consider the soul, right? Because it's that soul that's energizing the whole house. And where does the soul get its energy from? It gets it from the power, okay, from the electrical grid, the power, the power plants. That's what I'm trying to say. The power plant, right? So in my case, DTE. So that would be your source. So God, Yahweh, Allah, whatever name you give it. Okay, so that source creates the energy that flows into your soul, which energizes, empowers the body that we walk around in the physical with. Okay, now getting inside the house. Okay, so you have your refrigerator, which acts as your stove. Which acts as your stomach. You have the stove that acts more like your digestive system, breaking stuff down so that you can consume it, because that's what your digestive system does. It breaks down the food and distributes the nourishment throughout your body, right? You have your washer and dryer. That's your kidneys. Because what happens, your kidneys take in, that dirty blood to clean it so that it can send it back out. What does your washing machine does? It takes in your dirty clothes. Your dryer dries it so that you can reuse it again, right? Same thing, kidneys. Like I said, you have the wiring in your house is like your veins. So your circuit breaker would be like your heart, right? And then you have the plumbing that goes through it, so that's kind of like your bladder, right? Because that's the part that's hooked up to the kidneys to drain everything. All the liquids in the house come out through the plumbing system, right? Then you have your toilet. Your toilet is like your colon, because that's where all the crap goes, right? It goes down the drain. Your nasty mop water down the toilet, right? Your waste down the toilet, right? So that's like your colon. So you have all these parts of your house that's exactly like yours, like your body, right? And then your bedroom, that's your own private area, right? Your private area. So you have the kitchen, which is a communal area. You have the living room, which is where the life, living means life. So the life room is your living room. So let me go ahead and break all this stuff down. So if if you burn something, you cooking something on the stove and you burn it, your house ends up smoking, right? That's like the gas, right? You're trying to get the gas out. That's why we open doors and windows to let the gas out, let the smoky air out. But let's say it's your toilet that backs up. If you don't fix that toilet, what happens? The stuff starts backing up into the sink and into the tub. You still don't fix it, it ends up going into the kitchen. You still don't fix it, then it goes out your second bathroom if you have one, right? And then what happens if the still isn't fixed? Your house is inhabitable, right? You can't really live in it because it's a biohazard to be in this house. Well, that's kind of what happens with our bodies. Our colons and stuff get backed up. And when it gets backed up, what happens? It secretes up to the stomach and starts wreaking havoc through your digestive system, through your stomach. And now you have all these issues. You have inflammation. You have, disease. You have all this stuff that comes through your house, right? Then if your house is anything like mine, because your neighbor has like 3 anthills in their yard, that's right next to your house, you end up with ants in your house, right? Every summer I end up with ants. That's like your free radicals. Those free radicals wreak havoc in your house, right? Because you could be sitting on the couch and the ant is crawling on you and it really freaks you out, okay? So now you have, these free radicals running around in your house causing, again, more dis-ease, right? So you have to cleanse your house. You have to cleanse your house. There's no other way around it. In addition to that, going back to the energy part, so you have your bedroom, which is like your private area. You have your kitchen, which is the communal area where you're cooking. That's your creativity. You have your living room, which is, the life center. You have all these different areas. So if your bedroom is cluttered and has all this stuff all over everywhere in it, it doesn't make it as comfortable. The energy can't flow as well through it, right? So you go in there, you try to turn the light on, the light switch doesn't work, right? Well, that's the same thing with your chakras. Okay, you have a blockage in your chakras. So guess what? The energy isn't flowing right. Let's say it's your living room. Okay, your living room is the heart of the house, right? So let's say that the lights don't work in there, or it's a bunch of clutter and stuff keep falling and all this stuff is going on. That's because you have a blockage in there. Okay? The wiring, that bad wiring and all that clutter is like blockages. That's in your heart. Okay? So that's going to cause problems with your heart chakra. So all of these things working together, all this stuff going on. So you have the physical part of it, which is the stuff that you can see, like your clogged toilet, the clutter all over the house, the floor needing to be vacuumed, the dishes in the sink. You see all of that physical stuff, okay? Underneath all of that, you have a wiring issue. So it's causing blockage, okay? So the energy isn't getting where it needs to go in the house. So you have brownouts, you have flickering lights, you have all these issues going on in your house. Well, it's the same thing as what's in your body. The energy cannot flow. And if the energy cannot flow, then it's not going to function properly, okay? So if the house, the energy doesn't flow through the house isn't functioning properly, okay? You're going to have some issues in that house. If you have clutter all over the area, you're going to have that blockage, okay? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And so the message that came to me from all of this is I look at things from the whole perspective. Okay, I'm a Virgo. We analyze everything. Okay, we see the big picture. And so I'm looking at everything as a whole. Okay, so in analogies that I'm giving, I need to clean my bathroom. I need to clean my house, my bedroom. I need to clean the kitchen. I need to clean the living room and dining room and my office, and everything is in disarray. Okay, that's how I feel on the inside. That's not necessarily how it is in my house, but that's how I feel. Okay, now there is a lot of clutter in my house right now because of the fact that I have a lot going on and I'm trying to do everything all at once. Okay. Ooh, y'all, that wind is blowing today. I'm trying to do everything all at once. I can't. I'm gonna tell y'all this because this is how I clean up for real. So I may start in the dining room. So I'm cleaning up in the dining room, because it's the drop off. Everybody drops everything off on the dining room table. So I'm trying to clean off the dining room table, which takes me into my office. So now I'm in my office. I'm like, well, let me straighten this part up. And then I see something that needs to go take into the kitchen. So I go in the kitchen and now I'm starting to wipe stuff down and do the dishes in the kitchen, empty the dishwasher, wipe the counters down. And then I see, oh, wait, I got to take this and put this in my bedroom. Now I'm back in my bedroom. And then it's like, okay, well, let me put this in the bathroom. While I'm in here, let me wipe this down. Do you see how I'm all over the place? Am I cleaning? That's how I am in real life. Okay? That's how I am in real life. Okay? I'm trying to do everything all at once. And the message that came to me and what was told to me is stop trying to do everything all at one time and take one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So clean your bedroom. Make sure your bedroom is clean. And your bathroom, because to me that's together. So make sure your bedroom and your bathroom are both clean before you move into the kitchen. Once you move into the kitchen, get that clean. Once the kitchen is clean, then you can move to the dining room. Once the dining room is clean, then you move to the living room. Once the living room is clean, then you can move to your office. Once the office is clean, then you can vacuum all the floors. You can sweep them up, And it's really more so stop trying to do everything. You can't conquer the world by trying to conquer every corner of the world. You have to really start in one area and focus on one thing at a time. And this is why I'm big on meditation. This is why I try to give you guys tips on this and really reflecting and evaluating the areas in your life and why they are the way they are. Because once you start figuring that stuff out, those answers will start to come to you. And you will get them as quickly as I did. Like I asked and here's the answer right here. Okay? I didn't even get out the tub. It's like, there's your answer. Before I used to have to sleep on it and then I would wake up with the answer. Before that, it might take a few days, it might take a couple of weeks, it might be somebody that says something to me for me to get the answer. You see? So it's a progression as you move forward. It's a progression as you keep going through it. So it's just something that you just need to continue to work on. And I know a lot of people tell you to meditate, you got to be in this pose and you got to do it's not, you don't have to go through all of that. You don't. And I've done videos on this before. You can meditate while you're driving to work. You can meditate that 5 minutes before you have to walk into the door. You can meditate sitting in your car. Sometimes when you're watching TV and you zone out, that's a meditation. Okay? Sometimes that meditation is when you really into whatever it is that you're doing. So whether it's cooking a meal, doing a painting, playing a musical instrument, whatever it is, that's that meditative state, because you are so focused and zoned in on that. Okay, so it is really important to take that time to really look at it. But again, don't try to conquer the whole mountain like I do all the time. Okay, you have to take it step by step. What's the first step? If you're gonna do a mountain, you're gonna start climbing mountains. What's your first step? Okay, well, you gotta learn about mountain climbing, right? Okay, so you get some books, talk to some people. Maybe you do the wall climbing at your local gym, park, whatever that you have that you can do that with. You learn about the gear, you learn about what it takes. You get in a group. You do all this stuff before you actually start climbing mountains, because you start doing it, you gonna kill yourself, right? If you don't do it right. So I'm just saying, I'm just delivering the same message that was delivered to me. Take it slow. Concentrate on one thing at a time. Stop trying to do all 50 things at the exact same time. Yes, we have our daily obligations. So yes, you may have kids you got to deal with every day. You might have animals that you have to deal with every day. You got your job. You got all these things that are going on in your life that you have to deal with every day. But outside of that, we don't have to conquer the world. You don't have to do everything all at once. And it's really, take the time. Like, and I've heard experts talk about that before as well. You take the time to really learn and really focus on one thing. I think it was Warren Buffett, whatever he's known for, I can't remember right now. Whatever it was is he known for, that's where he started, and then he started trailing off into this other stuff. But he took the time to learn and focus on that one thing that he was doing and one thing that he was good at before he went to something else. So that's really the whole message that came to me, and that I figured I would share with you guys tonight instead of waiting until the morning to do this video, so that it's still fresh on my head and it can really come out the way it was given to me. So like I said, that's the message. Like I said, I'll put the video, you'll see the link around here somewhere for the one on the sacred bath, so you can get some information on that. And it's really just, like I said, it's just a time that you designate that's just sacred for you, and you really go out and make it special. So like I said, that's the message for today. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, and please like, subscribe, and share, because if you got something out of this, chances are somebody else did this too. All right, love you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.